I was born into the bondage of slavery in 1789 on a plantation in Charles County, Maryland. My earliest memories are not of childhood games or warm family moments, but of the harshness of slavery and the cruelty it inflicted upon my people. The brutality I witnessed, even toward my own family, shaped my determination to rise above the horrors that surrounded me. At just 22, I was separated from my mother and siblings, each of us sold to different slaveholders. That moment, being torn from those I loved, left a scar. But even in the harshest of circumstances, I held on to my intellect, my faith, and my will to lead. My master, Isaac Riley, noticed my ability, and I became the overseer on his plantation. Yet even with the trust he placed in me, I was not immune to the cruelty of slavery, and I longed for freedom. By 1830, the threat of being sold again became too great to bear. The fear of losing my family was stronger than any chains they could place on me, so I made the decision that would change my life forever. In the dead of night, with only the stars above to guide us, my wife, our children, and I escaped, journeying north through the dangerous pathways of the Underground Railroad. After weeks of peril, we finally reached the land of freedom, Canada. It was there that I could finally breathe freely, but my journey didn't end with my own freedom. In Dresden, Ontario, I established the Dawn Settlement, a place where others like me, fugitive slaves, could find safety, education, and the chance to live dignified lives. We built homes, farms, a sawmill, and even a school, all in the name of self-sufficiency. I did not stop there. I became an abolitionist, traveling and speaking on the evils of slavery. My voice, though once silenced by the whip, was now a tool for liberation. In 1849, I shared my story with the world through my autobiography, The Life of Josiah Henson, formerly a slave, now an inhabitant of Canada. This account of my life became one of the sources for Harriet Beecher Stowe's famous novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin, a story that stirred the hearts of a nation and rallied many to the cause of abolition. Even in my later years, I continued my work, returning to the United States despite the risks, to help others escape to freedom. I also focused on education, establishing a trade school to provide vocational training for freed slaves in Canada, helping them to thrive in their newfound freedom. My life's work did not go unnoticed. I traveled to England, where I was honored to meet Queen Victoria, who offered her support to our cause. During the Canadian Rebellion of 1837, I served as a military officer, lending my leadership to the defense of our new home. And in my settlement, I introduced innovative farming techniques that made our community more productive and self-sufficient. Today, the Josiah Henson Museum in Dresden stands as a testament to the lives we built there and the legacy we left behind. I passed from this world on May 5th, 1883, but my story lives on. It is a story of resilience, of standing tall even when others sought to break me, of triumphing over adversity. I hope my life will always be a reminder of the power of courage and determination. If my journey teaches anything, it's that freedom and justice are worth the fight. Want to learn more about my journey? Visit the Josiah Henson Museum of African Canadian History in Dresden, Ontario, Canada, or the Josiah Henson Museum in North Bethesda, Maryland, USA.